That is also okay. Right.
Yeah.
So now ADB commands, right? There are few commands anyway they will give you, okay, by using
Mm-hmm.
ADB commands, ADB reboot, and ADB is mobile should be in a development mode, okay. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so then you have to flash it, right? Right, you have to do a basic configurations. Okay. After that,
Okay.
you have to do basic configurations. Right, basic configuration means you have to set a band. Okay, you have to set what is the PLMN. All right,
Mm-hmm.
PLMN means like a network details. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you have to lock. You have to lock. Right, on which network you are doing, then lock to the PLMN. Right, like
Mm-hmm.
right, then with which technology you are doing testing. Right, so there
Mm-hmm.
is a mode preference. You can check in the right. So whether you are looking for only 4G or only 5G or 4G 5G. Okay, so there is
Okay,
a
means like this is mostly in the software or the device testing side. And
correct.
yeah, so do you have the test cases for this one? It's like you know the test cases?
That's what I will go through. Means like basic
Okay,
test
yeah.
cases we can see. See,
Okay, okay.
basic see test cases means even 10,000 test cases are there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
basic test we can go through. Means what are the most uh,
Mm-hmm.
mostly they check, right? See, already
Mm-hmm.
it is already built into the lab. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
whether automation script you are going to use or a manual in the field test. Again, we have two things. Either you
Mm-hmm.
use a manual test or automation test. If they wanted to cover extensive in terms of
Mm-hmm.
hundreds of test cases, again you have to use the automation. Okay,
Yeah,
you
correct.
log into automation.
Like for the regression testing. Yeah.
Correct, correct. By
Yeah.
logging into the company's dashboard, and you can start the tests. Okay, or else
Yeah.
sometimes, right, they will ask you to do basic test. Means like a attach. Okay,
Mm.
basic test, attach test case. Right, then detach. They may ask you. Right, they may
Mm.
ask you voice calls. Okay,
Mm.
MO or MT voice call. Okay, MOMT voice call, MOMT data call. Okay, MOMT data call. Right. So
Yeah.
handovers and reselections, right, mandatory. Right, handovers and reselections are mandatory because right, people will field means these are important, very, very important. So
Mm.
additionally, it
Yes.
depends on how much, right? There will be a test suits depending on test suits. Okay. So depending on which area you are working. Okay.
Mm.
Depending on which area you are working, test suits will be there. So based on this test suits, right, attach, detach, right, MOMT voice calls, then MOMT data call, handover, pre-selection. If anything is there, they wanted to understand the functionality, right?
Maybe their
Hmm.
uh their services means like for
Ah,
handover between. Yeah.
yes, sir. This comes here. Uh,
Mm.
PS2,
Handles. Yeah.
CS, PS2,
Yeah.
PS2, CS, that is SRVCC.
Mm.
Okay. So, so means like it depends. It depends what they are looking for. What they
Yeah.
are
Correct.
looking for. What they
Yeah.
are looking for. So, what they are looking for. So, but these are the very basics, right? Even they may need to if they wanted to check a ratch, we can do ratch here, ratch or rar we can test here. Okay,
Mm.
so even ratch rar we can test it here. Basics even in this only RRC connection establishment we can see, right? So then automatically many test cases are integral part of it.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Many test cases, many tests are integral part of these. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, because if you start the voice call or data call, then all the
Correct.
rats and all the process will come there. That's fine.
Correct. Okay. Right. So, right, maybe a group of test cases. So for that, right, definitely they will give you a build, right? We used to say the software, okay,
Mm.
right? So you need to write different. Maybe previously it might have already tested for different versions, okay? Generally
Yeah.
different version, maybe you need to check these tests. You need to the context is you need to test these scenarios, okay?
Yeah.
Scenarios, you need to see these, you need to check these scenarios,
Mm.
right? Maybe on a on a
Stationary or on
new
the field. Yeah.
on a new feature building, new feature building, right? Even if some new feature is added, right? All
Mm.
need to be tested.
Yeah.
The
Correct.
new features build, or maybe somebody reported issue build, previous issue build. Okay, this is the procedure actually. So it can be anything. Okay, so performance, maybe performance issue something, right? Depending on that, they may give you a software, right? You need to flash this software onto right device. Let us take if this is my device, right? Connected to like USB, then
Mm-hmm.
flash, right? Flash this build.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, flash this build. It is a software which comprises of complete layers. Okay.
Okay, means like they are preferring the Apple OS. Okay,
Hmm. Correct, correct.
so we need to upgrade the all OS or any particular software.
No, entire software OS is by default.
Mm.
Okay, OS
Okay. Mm.
we are a modern stack testers, not a OS or app testers. Okay, so by
Mm-hmm.
default it will be there. Okay,
Mm.
so but the major as a modern tester,
Mm.
our main right goal is to our goal is to test goal is to test the modem stack completely. Modem
Mm.
stack, which right involves in layers, okay, and procedures. Okay,
Okay. Mm.
right. So these are like if layer is not working properly, then procedure will fail. Okay, if layer is not working, let us take these are our layers. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
physical layer, MAC, RLC, PDCP, RRC. Then these are the modem layers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So these are built to do specific task, right? Physical layer have a specific task to do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Specific task, right? All physical layer are related. Either you can say, right, CRC attaching, modulation. Okay, modulation, then layer mapping, okay,
Mm-hmm.
then MIMO, okay. So even CA kind of things will be comes under very means like a large code it comes with large amount of code it comes with, and a lot of functionalities need to test.
Mm-hmm.
Got my
Okay.
point.
Yeah.
Vast area of functionalities, right? They may ask you test CISO test, right? Maybe 2x2 MIMO test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So these are all comes under, even they may ask you layers testing. Or layers means like these are the not a protocol layers. So these are
Mm-hmm.
multiple layers to increase the throughput. Okay.
Okay.
Layered transmission. They may ask you like this different
Yeah.
things. Even
Yeah. Mainly we need to focus on the throughput, means like how we identify the problem and
correct.
yeah,
So they may ask
throughput.
you to test
Yeah,
the throughput.
throughput.
They
Yeah.
may
Yeah.
ask
Yeah.
you to test the throughput for 2 layers. They may ask you for 4 layers. They may ask you throughput for 2 CA, means 2 carriers, four,
Mm.
4 CA, 4 carriers. They may ask you to do some test. All comes
Mm.
under a physical layer. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
Mm.
then when it comes to the Mac, means like, see, our goal is to test the modem
Mm.
layer wise software. So that is the right modem testing, means modem
Mm.
stack testing, where layers and procedures, okay,
Okay.
layers and
Mm.
procedures we need to test.
Hmm.
Okay. So for that, right, definitely they have to give the right to build, right? Sometimes build may be associated. Sometimes we need to load only stack software, right? Build may be only stack software they may give you, or
Hmm.
sometimes they will give you OS and even with the Wi-Fi, right? Other Bluetooth. Means this is a complete build, I can say. Either they may give you
Okay.
complete build, or they
Hmm.
may sometimes give you this build only, means like a only stack build only they may give you, and they may specifies generally if it is a Qualcomm build, right? So we say some names I cannot reveal, but
Hmm.
there will be some names. Okay, so either they
Okay.
may give you entire build with apps, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, right? They may
Hmm.
give you only the stack build, then you have to flash it, right? You have to load it, right? So first part is build loading.
Hmm.
So they may ask like this, okay, to test your knowledge, whether you have
Hmm.
knowledge
Yeah.
in practicals
Yeah.
or
No. No problem.
theory.
Do we go from the basic, like from
Uh,
step by step,
See,
practically?
people when I interview, right, when they got doubt whether this
Hmm.
guy has done practically just knowing the theory, then they will ask what is the procedure you follow. Okay.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
So then you can explain that, right? Depending on the modem, okay? Depending on
Hmm.
the modem, right? We used to do testing. You can start like depending on the modem. We need to start the test by loading the bill, and right. Next thing is settings. Okay, settings are, you can say, settings or configurations. You can say either you can call it as a configurations, settings or configurations, right? Means like what technology you want, what technology you wanted to select. Okay, whether you
Hmm.
wanted to select LTE only or 5G only, or
Hmm.
all, right? 5G, LTE, 3G, 2G, right? Whichever you want to select. Then, right, what are the bands you are looking for? These are basic information. The band and
Okay.
band. Anyway, bandwidth will be configured at the base station for the field. Okay.
Hmm.
So band configuration, then SIM configurations. Okay, SIM configurations will be there. Okay.
Okay.
It means like means like a PLMN. What is the right country where you are testing? Okay. So like this, you have to carry out this. Lot of settings will be there. Lot of settings and configurations. Right, once everything is right, once everything is good, once everything is
Hmm.
going good, then you can
Hmm.
you can start test. Okay,
Hmm.
right. So but here it is not so easy, right? Even while you are right, what are the issues while you are flashing or loading the build? Okay,
Hmm.
loading build or flashing. All right, you may see, right, crash. These are the general issues. You may see the
Yeah.
crash. Okay,
Hmm.
device must be sometimes, I cannot say always, right, but sometimes the device may crash. You take the logs and process the logs. Crash logs. We used to say these are crash
Hmm.
logs. Okay, logs. Then process the log. Okay, process crash log. Okay, process the crash logs. You will get
Hmm.
the, at the end, you will get the issue. Then you have to take out this issue and write, make a report and send it. Make a report and
Yeah. Send developer.
right, send. So, means like whoever is given bill to you, either your manager or somebody, just report them the
Hmm.
issue. So this is one. Even when flashing, you may see this one, or even when you, sometimes, I cannot say regularly, but when even
Hmm.
you're sitting, right, when mobile is building for the first time or something, even if you touch it or if you do small settings, it may leads to crash. Got me
Hmm. Okay.
clear? So this
Yeah.
is how. Right, once you think that everything is done, the settings are done, then everything is done as per this, right? As per this, then you can start the testing. Okay.
Okay.
When start testing, right, during the testing, you may have two things, right? They may give you a test suite. Okay. Test suite with few number of test cases. Few means even more than 100, even it can be 200, 300 also. Means test case
Yeah.
contains a number of test cases. Okay.
Hmm.
Demand means like it depends on the requirement. Sometimes they may specify the test cases.
Hmm.
Specify, they may test specifies the test cases. What means like based on the previous results, right? They may ask you to do these things only, either specific or you need to run. So here hundreds of test cases you may see, here few test cases you may see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It's all depending on right what they are what they wanted to test.
No problem. Actually, what we do is like we go from the if we have some test cases, basic test cases set, which is commonly used. So we
Huh.
go by the test cases and how we perform and how we identify problem that things means like if you get the call fail or handoff fail, like some suppose or say something problem. So how
Hmm.
we identify the problem by
That's
using log analysis or something, and then we yeah
huh. We'll see one by one. We will
yeah
see.
sure
So
okay.
now basically right you need to either start the power on procedure test or just people used to say just switch on mobile test. Okay,
Mhm.
switch on mobile test. Generally we do right before
Yeah
doing call or something. This is the mandatory right once you power up.
yeah
So now, right, when power up, right, the layer communication happens inside. So this is my network. Somewhere you are, right, sitting to test your mobile from the distance, right? They may ask you to take the values at different RSRPs, maybe different power level, different positions. Okay,
Mhm.
there that is also possible, or it depends on the context. What you are exactly looking for means like what is their interest, whether they want to
yeah
test to power level, UE how it is means like behaving power levels, or they wanted to see just basic tests. Okay, so now
Mhm.
you are here. Okay, now you are just switching on. Okay, so once you switching on, right, so internally all the layers will starts getting up. Okay, starts. So for example, here it is the NAS layer. Okay, so then RRC, right, RRC, PDCP, RRC, MAC, and physical. Okay, so these are the layers. So right, once you switch off, switched on, right, switched on. Okay, once you switch on, this works first. Means like it reads, either it can read the configuration file which we have talked about,
Mhm.
configuration file, right? Means this reads configuration file, right? As we have seen, right? Band setup, right? SIM card details, PLMN setup, right?
yeah yeah
Mode setup.
PLMs
There
yeah
will be a lot of right. If
mm.
it is a Qualcomm device, there will be a lot of values we need to write. Even if one value is not correct, then there may be a chance of right. It may not connect. You may not up even.
yeah okay
Okay. So these are the things we can see. So means like this NAS layer is a bus, right? The bus reads the right configuration either from the configured configurations or from or it can read from the system stored information. Stored information means before you test it might already carried out test. Someone might have tested. Okay, means this is the for the first time test. Of course, most of the times during the test, right, this will happen. Okay, this test will happen, right? System information means this mobile might have already communicated and stored this information. So either read can happen from here or here. Right, so most of the times we will go this, right? We don't go this because just we
Mm,
flashed or loaded the build so that your mobile is very fresh mobile. Just you switching on, right? Then this talks to the RRC, right? And this talks to the RRC, what you have configured, what are the SIM
mm,
details, right? Which network you belongs, everything will be read by the NAS layer. Then the information will be right requests. So means like NAS requests the RRC. This is a layered architecture, right? Layer to layer communication. So NAS will
yeah.
ask the NAS ask the RRC. NAS will ask the RRC, right, for a connection establishment, or I want to have a attach. Okay,
Mm,
so registration. So, right, once registration request is triggered, so definitely it needs some basic information. Means it will give the basic information, what is the PLMN ID for which network you are looking for a connection. So then,
mm,
right, RRC, what it will do, it cannot do anything before physical layer or MAC. Then this as the right, right MAC, then right physical layer you can say. Okay, so means there are different steps. Okay, layer to layer, which layer is triggering means activating. So power
mm,
on procedure activated this layer and this layer activated this layer. Then depending on the context, this one by one layer will be starts working.
yeah.
The point. So one by one layer wake up and starts working.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, right, the request goes to physical layer. What it will do? It scans. It scans the environment for right a specified bandwidth. Okay, so definitely when PLMN associated a band, okay, whether it may be band 1, band 2, band 3, right, and so on. Okay,
Mm,
so then this physical layer scans for different bands. Okay, different bands, right? We usually say RSSI scanning. This is a RSSI scanning. Right, so issue can be here itself. Okay, right, issue can be here itself, right? Because right, my physical layer is started searching. Okay, if layers are not working properly, okay, so then
mm,
definitely if this is not working properly, then definitely you cannot scan the RSSI of this base station. Clear?
yeah.
Okay, give me 2 minutes. I'll take some water.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, sorry. So, right, it scans for the powers. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So it scans for the power levels. Okay, from the
Mm.
different sites. Okay. So it may scan sites nearby sites. Okay. Right. So depending on now, it makes a list of right searched cells.
Never list.
Right. Not library, searched cells actually inside
Oh.
it creates and
Mm.
with the power levels. Okay. So, or what is the RSRP of this, RSRP of the different base station? One, RSRP of two, RSRP of three. Okay. And so on. So, depending on, right, it selects the strongest one, right? The strongest one, then proceeds further decoding. So right after selecting the strongest one, right after selecting a strongest one, then it will
Mhm.
proceeds with the PSS, ESSS. Okay, then PCI calculation. Okay, so PCI calculation, and you can see, right, sometimes, right, you may not right, you may see this is not decoded properly, may not be decoded properly. This may not be decoded, not decoded properly. Okay.
Mm.
So means these messages you can see even in QXDM or different tools. Okay. So right, some GUI tools may be there, some CLI tools may be there. If it is a QXDM, right, clearly you can see. Generally, entire procedure, right? So we started just a power on test. Okay. We
Mhm.
started with the power on test.
Mm.
Just we started with the power on. Okay.
Okay.
So logs will appear in milliseconds, right? Even all the logs, if
Mm.
it is working, right? So
Yeah.
from step one to complete, attach, complete, right? You will see in a seconds, milliseconds, not in seconds also. This
Yes.
complete Caesar will, you can see in milliseconds. If everything is good, right? If you see the attach complete, if it is IMS phone, right? IMS attach is also done, you are happy, you will be happy. Most of the times this is the toughest part, means like attach is the toughest part in the testing. Okay,
Mm.
attach is the toughest part in the testing. So means like if you see, right, generally testers, right, those who are experienced, we look for these messages only, whether we have seen it or not. If it is not there, then we need to see, right, what went wrong, right, somewhere. uh, Definitely either see, the problem is it may not scan right completely. Possibility is there.
Mm.
You may
Mm.
not scan for the right RSSI. You may see some windows, right, in QXDM. There is a
Mhm.
RSSI level, RSRP level, right? You may see RSRQ level, right? PCI value. Some windows will be there. If you
Mm.
don't see any RSSI and nothing is happening, then you need to see what is, whether mobile is up or not running, or you have to start, right, seeing all these things, right? RSSI is there, then PSS is done or not properly, SSS is done or not properly. So most of the times field testers may not be may not need to go through layer wise logs, means like a right, whether which see, it's all about, right, it's all about, I was talking about, right, layer to layer, right, internal layer to layer, uh, layer to layer communication will be there. This talks to this talks to this talks to this, right? Finally, at some point of time, this will, right, reply back, I found these details. Means like each and every layer internally communicates, right?
Mhm.
Externally, depending on the message. So this is, means scanning is externally, right? Scanning, after scanning, decoding, these are all externally, right? So
Mhm.
these are all will be decoded from the base station externally, right? Then the decoded information will be passed to right here, because this is the boss, this is the boss, NAS is the boss and RRC is the next boss. Okay, so
Mm.
means like,
Mm.
right, whichever is the information received for, right, need to send to that particular layer. Okay.
Yeah.
So then after that, right, it decodes the, right, there is a, means like these are the messages you need to see. Okay. These are the messages you need to see whether the mobile, whether the UE is decoding all properly or receiving all messages properly or not. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, right, this will tell you the RSRP and RSRQ, right? So it will shows you the power levels, how much power level you are able to see. Then you need to go through the MIB information. Right here, you
Mhm.
find the right what is the bandwidth. Sometimes you need to do bandwidth test also. Okay, of course,
Okay, so we are seeing all these messages in the QXDM, like PSS. So these are the separate messages from PSS. Then this is SSS and PCI. No, or we are just looking these parameters.
no, these you need to see in the QXDM.
Yeah. Okay. So in QXDM, we are looking in this any log message or in the main window.
There will be a main window. These are main windows actually.
Hmm.
So there is a main window, means like different. For example, IMS window is there. IMS people will look the logs here. Okay, in the IMS
Hmm.
window. So like there are multiple people, multiple windows, right? Depending on the area, depending on the
Hmm.
area, right? People test. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
Fine. So now, maybe information, then there are several other channels need to decode right here. Bandwidth, what is the bandwidth of the base station? Then there is other information, PHICH, then right, SFN gen system frame number will be displayed here in the MIB. So then after that, there is another channels PCFICH, right? So which tells the CFI value where control format indicator, we say control format indicator. Okay. Means like how many symbols. So usually, if you remember, so this is my subframe. Okay. This is my subframe. So inside subframe, right, two parts will be there. One is for the PDCCH part. Another one, this is the entire PDSCH part. So usually data is carried, data will be carried here, right? Signaling will be carried here.
Yes.
Okay, signaling will be carried here. So right, means like we have 14 symbols here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 14. Okay,
Hmm. Yeah.
got my point. So this is my subframe. But then how many are registered? How many are occupied by the this PDCCH count, and remaining how many will be for generally here user data will be transmitted. Here, right here, user data will be transmitted. Here, control information
Info. Yeah. Signaling.
with respect to, right. The information is with respect to this only. Means this one.
Hmm.
Like you can say here it is CM or PM. Okay, so these people are
Hmm.
police people, like you can say. Okay, police people like this. So means after decoding this, right, it also gives you the right, what is the right, I'll tell you. So means like here CFI value tells how many symbols are reserved for PDCCH, right? This
Hmm.
is how many symbols for PD CCH and PDSCH. So now this PDCCH is also carries the what kind of modulation it is, what kind of modulation used. modulation like a QPSK or a 16 QAM or something. Uh,
Mhm.
then number of RBs resource blocks allocated, right?
Mhm.
So what is the MIMO, whether MIMO is there or layers are there, this all information will be sent. In general it will,
Mhm.
but right, this PDCCH can be, you can say, they carries the uh, common information for all the users and dedicated information to the particular mobile. So in this case, generally, in this case, right, our mobile looks only for the common signaling. So common thing will be there. Then, right, so once decoded this, okay, once decoded this, UE can move on to this. Okay, this can be decoded. Means first PDCCH decoded,
Mhm.
then PDSCH will be decoded. So where? Right, UE as it is in power on procedure, I can simply say as UE is in power on procedure, right? So basically it look for the system information, basic system information it need to get. So initially after this, right, PDSCH will be decoded here, right, SIB1, initially SIB1, thereafter SIB2, SIB3, those will be decoded. So first, right,
Mhm.
so let us take PDSCH is decoded and SIB1. SIB1 contains lot of information, you can say, lot of information, especially PLMN, right? So PLMN, especially PLMN information, right? I was talking about initially when mobile switched on. Okay,
Mhm. Yeah.
so this right information NAS will forwards the right NAS forwards the PLMN information to the RRC. So now the received PLMN information, right?
Mhm.
The received PLMN information from the base station, right? PLMN, received PLMN, right? Received PLMN from the base station, right? Will be sent to RRC. Already one PLMN ID is stored here. Okay. So this
Mhm.
received PLMN will be
Compare.
right. So this
Mhm.
received SIB1 will be compared with the RRC already, uh, which is already there, PLMN. So this PLMN is equals
Yeah.
to
It's
1.
like we is compared with the pre-configured PLM with the received one, right?
Exactly. What is
Yeah.
configured and what is means like what mobile need to do, right?
Mhm.
Uh, uh,
Mhm.
Right, definitely, mobile will be tested against a particular operator, and not with all at a time, not with all operators. Correct or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So that's why operator match. So now mobile will take a decision whether, right, this received PLMN is similar to the configured similar PLMN. If it is
Mhm.
same, both are same, right? Further procedure will takes place. Otherwise, right. So here it will gives you the P element doesn't match. Okay, P element doesn't match. Clear.
Mhm. Mhm.
So then after that, right, you will proceed further steps. So means you have to go through these steps. Then here it is decodes the SIB1, SIB2. Right after SIB2 carries a lot of information, and here it is the SIB1 is a it is for all, right? Every mobile can decode it. Got my point?
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
Right, every mobile can decode this because right RRC sends and it is not a secured message. Every UE can decode to know the PLM, and this is the basic. So after this, right, there is a PLM just we have seen along with the here it is the first thing PLM check, Okay, next,
Mm-hmm.
right? UE access means like a access parameters. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so means like access, cell access related information.
Mm-hmm. So for the testing purpose, like what are the main information we are verifying here? The PLM, PLMN, and anything like means like major one, means like when you're doing the actual testing. So what are they are looking in the SIP messages?
Right. Means like whether we sometimes we need to verify whether as per the 3GPP parameters are there or not.
Okay, okay, got it.
Okay, what 3GPP says and what
Hmm.
operator has implemented and whether our mobile is able to read the information or not. Means like, see again, it is all about the network operator interest, right? How many bits he wanted to transmit and how many bits he don't want to transmit.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like that, right? The cell access related information, you can see it means power level also, QRX level minimum, right? Q qual minimum. So Q qual minimum. So first thing is just we have seen, right? If this is okay, the next thing is this one. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. So this RX level mean and this call Q call mean. So this will receive in the sub messages or it's shows on the QSM window.
Come again.
So this RX level and quality information it shows
We can see these are all in SIG one.
SIB one, but it's in the message or it's
In
on
the
the
message
window.
itself, in the message,
Okay,
there is a
yes,
SIG
got it.
one message and open it
Hmm.
and see.
Yeah, okay, got it. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Right. So open and see and check what is the values, right? These are major things to increase or decrease the coverage of a base station.
Yes.
Okay, so with these values, I can increase or decrease the base station coverage from the configuration point of view, right? Increasing, decreasing power level is okay, but
Hmm.
from the configuration level, I can manage the cell, okay, to how much distance it can go up to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
So like that, this will be the primary check for the registration. Primary check for the registration. Got my point.
Yeah. Yeah. And there is one the timer like is RRC setup request T300,
Yeah.
right?
Correct. That later.
Oh, later. Oh, fine. No problem.
We don't see here. That is in Sibutu actually.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So miss, why I'm going through, right? This, right? This is the first checker. Okay, this
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
the first checker whether UE can select, right? So initially when it is read all the power levels and it have formed a list, right? So
Hmm.
select it. Still mobile
Hmm.
is not aware of which at the beginning when RSSI is scanning, right?
Hmm.
UE is not aware of um, which base stations are available, which base station is belongs to its PLMN, which PLMN means which base station belongs to its operator. Okay.
Yeah. And what is the minimum RSS threshold? It's like I forget that.
It right ranges. Usually it is given like minus 42 minus 140. So this is worst. Okay,
Hmm.
this is
Yeah. Correct.
high. You can say. Of course, we never see this. Right,
Hmm.
this side we see, but this we don't see most of the times. Right, 65 to minus 140, 65 or you can
Hmm.
say sometimes 70. And of course when it comes to field, right, field you will
Hmm.
see in terms of 100, in terms of hundreds.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the acceptable range for the RSSM is like if any cell want to latch
This
on the
is
mobile.
a means uh, range. Okay,
Okay.
minus 42 minus 140 is the range.
Okay.
Okay, range. So,
Mm.
but right there is I was talking about QRX level minimum. So with this right QRX level minimum. Okay, so
Yeah.
QRX level minimum, if I wanted to set, so I can, for example, if I can set minus 70 dB, right? So this goes up to like this, right? If I can say minus 62, right? This goes to, right, minus 64 dB, means like a, this value will be doubled and means like increase or decrease. If I keep it as minus 70, right, coverage will increase. Even at minus 140 also your mobile will be able to attach.
Yeah.
Right. If I keep
Yes.
this right, then 64 minus 64, right, minus 124, sorry. 62,
Mm-hmm.
62 minus 124 dB, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here 62 and minus 124 increase, means like if this increase, this definitely compared to this and this, okay, here coverage increases.
Yeah.
Okay, coverage is increased. Here I can say coverage is decreased. So I can play around with these parameters and base station or
Mm-hmm.
even operator if
No,
he
actually,
wanted
we no
to.
need. We are just verifying this parameter. It's like a testing point of view. So
Correct.
uh,
If you are unable to connect, right, attach is failing, right? First
mm-hmm.
parameter you need to see, right, what is happening, whether layer wise messages are gone or not. I mean, it's like PSS decoded. Simple logic. You have to go through step by step. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
where
Okay.
if it is not connected somewhere, issue might be there.
Mm. Yeah.
Correct or not?
Yes.
Okay, somewhere here somewhere issue might be there. So this will be uh, that means like operator can increase decrease. It's from parameter level instead of increasing the transmit and receiver power at the base station blindly, instead of blindly doing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, so these are like first check, means whether mobile can select the particular cell or not, depends on this parameter. Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
So first thing is, right, it has scanned something and decoded. Now it is deciding whether, so one thing is, the first thing is a PLMN, means PLMN ID matched inside the configuration or not. So next cell access related with this QXDM, sorry, QRX level minimum, QRX one minimum parameters.
Yeah. So these are the main two parameters we have to verify in the signals. Like any questions like
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So means like if you don't see right, you have seen SIB1 and you are not able to see SIB2, then issue might be here. Okay, issue might be here. So when if means like if PLMN doesn't match, what it will do automatically, it will not stop. Okay, it will not stop automatically.
Mm-hmm.
We have seen that the mobile has selected the strongest signal and gone till SIB1. Okay, SIB1 procedure.
Mm-hmm.
If either PLMN not matched, or if either PLMN is not matched or RSRPs are not matched, or QRX level minimum is not matched, then what it will do? Skip next procedure, SIB2. Next procedure is need to decode the SIB2. So that SIB2 will be skipped. Reading SIB2 will be skipped.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And next RSRP power, means next power will be selected. Okay, next power will
Okay,
be
so this procedure only for the P1, right? Or first power.
correct. First power result. So as it is
Mm.
failed, next it will select next power. Right, repeat
Next
the
power means
same.
sorry. Next power means is next cell,
Next cell.
different cell.
Right,
Yeah.
next cell.
Okay.
Next cell, it will proceed with the next strongest. Then see, repeat the procedure. Repeat the
Okay.
procedure until it will go till SIB1. Right, again,
Mm.
PLMN is matched. It checks the QRX level minimum. If
Mm.
both are not matched, then again it will return back to this list, and finally it will select. It depends, right? If mobile is trying right on the
Mm.
cells, when it
Mm.
comes to field, we don't know
Mm.
right, the signal level and all. Sometimes UE may not found a single cell.
Mm.
Situations like that, but most of the times it is not like a commercialized, right? We go to particular place and we test right in the field work. So most of the times it will be connected. Okay.
Yeah.
So means like these are this is one round of means like how testing is done. You need to see. And right, the parameters you have to check if right, if everything is goes no issue, but if something wrong you have to check, correct or not. So let us take
Yes.
in this case this
Mm.
mobile is started right, decoding SIB1. Luckily, right, it got information which is looking for, means PLMN got matched. Okay, so then what it will do, right, it will go for a next step. Clear.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Right. So now it will go through. Right. So in SIB1 actually cell access related information will be there. Cell access related information will be there. Okay. Cell access related information will be there inside SIB1. Right. If it is means like if UE has checked all in and if it is able to proceed further, it will decode. So in this, right, UE uplink access related information will be there here. Uplink access related information will be there
In SIP2, right?
in SIP2. So SIP2 carries the, means like still UE was checking only downlink, right? So there will be a next message, right? Next message information. Next message means RACH. Here it will be RACH configuration will be there. PRACH configuration is there. Okay. So a lot of information will be there in the
So sorry. This is we talking about the 5G or 4G?
almost the same. This is
Same. Okay.
LTE, but the same processor, not a big difference. Okay,
No, it's
PSW.
fine. But I think uh, can you try to focus from the 5G perspective? Because
Correct.
nowadays, yeah, most of the time they are
Okay.
asking
Okay.
questions.
Let,
Yeah.
let me go through. This is a general procedure for both.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
see
Sure.
message level difference. See,
Yeah.
we'll
Sure.
go
Sure.
through LTE first. Okay. All right.
Hmm.
So based on that, we will go through 5G.
5G.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Fine.
see, I'll tell you the stack is same for both
Hmm.
LTE and 5G. Okay.
Hmm.
So LTE stack only copy pasted in the 5G. Okay.
Hmm.
So there is no much difference. Right. If I take UE stack, right, physical layer, MAC, RLC, PDCP, RRC. Okay. Base station, you can say base station or UE or NAS if you take UE. See, the purpose of 5G is extension to the 4G, right?
Yes.
Extension. So what they have done, they have changed something, right? They kept this stack almost similar, right? Physical layer. They have changed here the functionality of physical layer. Means added or enhanced enhanced functionality. Got my point. Enhanced
Yeah, yes,
functionality.
yeah.
So Mac, right? They added some, right? Mac, they did not added RLC, nothing. Okay. PDCP, they added some one concept of duplication detection, right? Then RRC copy paste, right? NAS is also copy paste, right? So some layers are just copied. Okay, so this is directly copied, this is directly copied here, these are, right? Some changes, most of the changes are here to pump the more data.
Okay.
Higher bandwidth, first thing is higher bandwidth, higher
Mm-hmm.
modulation schemes, right? Better, you can say, other means like bandwidth and all better compared to LT.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so nothing more than that.
Okay.
But the functionality is same, even if you say here also PSSD RSSI scanning, here also there PSS decode, SSS decode, here also same thing, RSSI, right? PSS decoding, SSS decoding, right? DMRS decoding, right? DMRS decoding. Okay, only the difference is this comes as a box.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is. Hmm.
SSB, this has comes as a SSB, synchronization signal block.
Hmm.
Okay, synchronization signal.
Yeah, signal block.
But the process is right, same thing. Okay, so
Hmm.
whatever
Hmm.
the PSS carries, right, DMRS carries, same thing will be there here. Okay, so only the thing is double, right? This 5G brings the 2x information for compared to 1x compared to LTE. So LTE here it is 2 times parameters in the 5G, but procedure is same.
Hmm. Yeah.
Fine. So
Yes.
no need to worry. Both are in line only. Or copy
Hmm.
paste them.
Fine.
Okay. The,
That's
the,
fine. No problem.
the,
Yeah.
the, the stack itself is a copy paste.
Yeah.
Okay. So then next message parameters, right? So then some parameters related to the RRC connection, you can say, right? Just you have seen, right? You have said that timers and constants. Okay. So
Hmm.
there will
Hmm.
be RACH configuration, PRACH configuration, all UL channels configuration.
Uplink. Okay. Hmm.
All uplink UL channel configuration. Downlink
So
already.
SIP, yeah, SIP to give more mainly uplink, channel configuration and RAS configuration. These are the
Hmm.
main key points. Yeah.
Means like lot of information is there. Yeah, 100
Hmm.
parameters. That's why I'm not all UL channel configurations. Not only
Hmm.
RACH RAN, but along with that, a lot of parameters there. Okay.
Okay.
Some sound. Are you listening some sound?
No, no, it's fine. Absolutely fine. No problem.
Okay. Okay.
It's clear. Yeah.
Somebody is right doing some whole wall. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, hello. Right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So means like this Ubuntu carries right all uplink channel. So definitely. So till right UE was decoding all downlink messages, right?
Mm.
Downlink messages. Then UE need to start uplink. So that information will be received in the Ubuntu. Okay. So now once
Mm.
it got the parameters here, right? This will be
Mm.
configured. So now UE got the once UE get the complete information, right? You can say for RS connection request there is a T300 301 for re-establishment, right? Like that, so many along with the RACH configuration, PRACH configuration, okay,
Mm.
PRACH configuration, etc. Once it is received, right? Once it is received, then you can once it received, right? UE
Mm.
will right start sending the oh. So now let me go through our first picture, means how layers will behave. Okay,
Mm.
right? On receiving here only, right? So now right UE might be receiving right Cebu1 triggered. Then my RRC will inform the physical layer that hey it is okay. We have checked the Cebu1. Okay,
Mm.
Cebu1 is PLM got matched. You decode the Cebu2. Okay,
Mm.
you decode the Cebu2. Then physical layer decodes the Cebu2, reports back to RRC. So now RRC get the parameters. Okay. Once
Mm.
it got the got the required parameters, what it will do? It will write those parameters to Mac. Okay, right? Mac.
Mm. Mm.
Generally, how connection establishment happens means, so this is my base station. So here it is MME, right? Or AMF, you can say. MME is LTE, AMF is a 5G, but stack is same. So just
Mm.
we have seen a NAS, right? This NAS need to register in the network. The purpose of BOS. Okay. So this
Mm.
is the
Mm.
upper layer and my BOS purpose is, okay, my BOS purpose is, my BOS purpose is to register here. Okay. So
Mm.
that's why once it wake up, right, it asks, hey, can you work for me? RRC. Then what as the boss order, right? This is like a second boss, you can say. So this will order the physical layer to work, right? A boss is requesting for this. Then it scans and decodes. Okay, scans and decodes the information. Then this information will be passed to right here, like Cebu1. Then this Cebu1 is tested. Right after that, it asks the physical layer to right to scan the Cebu2. Right, the Cebu2 once decoded, then the same information will be sent to right, which means
Okay. Mm.
Cebu2. Now it gets the right as we have seen that Cebu2 right carries the RACH configuration, PRACH configuration. Okay, so this information which are related to the MAC channels, which are MAC channels. So once it is
Mm.
received, right, my RRC will set the MAC parameters. Okay. So means
Mm.
initially physical layer has established the communication, means like decoded information means established only, right?
Mm.
So now the next layer, this one. So RRC sets, right, hey, can you please sync with this base station? Then this will start the RACH, right,
Mm.
and RAR. Okay, so what my Mac will, right? RRC request the Mac to get a synchronization, then it will get back to the RRC. I have done my work. Then what this do, right? Here also stack will be there, right? Physical layer stack and all. So physical layer stack, right? Mac stack, correct or no?
Yes.
So here it will be a physical layer, Mac, okay. Then here also there will be a RRC stack. Okay, so means
Yep.
now layer, right? Physical layer as sync with the physical layer and the decoded information. Now Mac also done. Now return goes to the means Mac returns the a statement that I have done my work. Then what this do? This will write RRC setup request, or you can say in 5G RRC setup request, in LTE RRC connection request. Right. So then this will set up. Now my RRC responds back to the NAS. Hey, I have set up. Now, so NAS cannot transmit directly, right? That message has to go through base station. Okay, so that's why now my RRC tells the NAS, hey, I set up connection, what to do? Then this NAS will tell, right? You please transmit this message. So now that message will be transmitted in RRC connection. Okay, setup complete. Okay, so here NAS message will go. This NAS message goes to clear.
Yep.
Okay, so means my boss takes the control. Right, my boss takes the control once here it is gone. Means these are all layers worked for my boss. Then my boss takes once the NAS message goes to here, then there will be attach means like authentication, right? Request setups, security will happen. So should I go through that, or already you know? This is how
No, no need.
this is.
I actually I'll read to the security and all these things.
Hmm.
So no need because in intro they will ask only procedure, not go that much deep. Means we are
Hmm.
looking the test perspective, is like practical perspective.
Hmm. Correct.
Yeah.
So you need to check, right, how things are, means like when you are doing a power on test, okay,
Mhm.
power on test or power on procedure, right? You need to check these, right? So, right, as I was telling, sometimes scanning may not be happen. Why? If scanning is not happening, you have to go through, right now procedure. NAS will NAS gets up, that talks to the RRC, then RRC goes through physical layer. So is this messages, right, properly passed from the NAS or not? You need to check. If RSSI is not seeing, you haven't seen any RSSI once you started the mobile. Okay, once you have started the mobile, this RSSI scanning you are not able to see. Then where you need to check, right? Whether NAS got up, right? Whether it is triggered a
So
request in
when we
RSSI.
start the mobile, so at first it will scan RSSI, not RSRP.
No, RSSI it will scan.
Okay.
After PSS, SSS, right? After PSS decode,
Mhm.
SSS decode, right? Then PCI calculation, there is a message called a DMRS, right? Here, RSRQ will be known to the UI.
Yeah. Okay. What?
Okay. So means any of, if PSS not decoded properly, UE cannot see. So, but again, this much issues may be there, may not be there, depends on the modem stability, right? Whether it is a new modem, whether it is already old modem is like most of the times code will be stable. If it is a new modem, right, a newly building, then right, even in the lab also, right, these may not be decoded properly.
Hmm.
Okay, these may not be decoded properly. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So then the next message is, right, PBCH. The next message is right PCFICH. Next message PDCCH,
So
PDSCH.
sorry, this is all the messages comes in the QSDM, right?
Correct.
PSSH
UHDM you can see.
in sequence. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
So
Okay.
usually there will be a channel numbers also, string number also. You can search for the uh,
Hmm.
these channels. Either you can directly type, you can see these channels, or there will be search strings, right? If I wanted to see the PDCCH starts, you will have a search strings. Okay,
Hmm. Okay.
you can do these things. Okay.
Hmm.
So now after this PDCCH, just SIB1, SIB2. Okay, and so on SIB3, SIB4, right? And SIB3 carries the cell reselection common information. Okay, so this provides you the either with the cell common information we can do the cell reselections. Okay, reselection, or either we can do either we can do either we can do with the common information. Okay, either we can do with the common information or else cell specific information. SIP4 carries the intra.
So when initially at first mobile latch switch will show the all SIP like from
Yes.
SIP 1 to
No,
SIP
no, it
10.
depends. It depends on means like
Okay.
each will receive at some point of time. So it is for every 80 milliseconds you see one SIB1. For every 160 milliseconds you see SIB2. Okay. For every here it is MIB, right? So for every 40 milliseconds you will see MIB information. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Depending on the timeline, you right, you see multiple times MIB right before SIB1. Okay, so then SIB3 you may see 320 milliseconds. SIB3, of course, 320 milliseconds is a not a big time for us, right?
Yeah.
We can see, but technically, right, you can't see one by one message, right? In
Hmm.
between after SIB2, in between after SIB2, right? Ratch, you will see the ratch, right? After SIB2, you will see the ratch, then
Hmm.
ratch, right? At somewhere, means like it is going like that. Somewhere you will see SIB3. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
and procedure is going on. Let us take RACH RRC connection going on, right? Authentication. Somewhere you see SIB4, right?
Okay.
Right. Somewhere you will see other SIB5
Hmm.
link. But in 1 second, right? In 1 second difference, if we take, you will see all the messages,
Yeah.
right? 1 second, right? Even we can't be noticeable. Okay.
Yeah.
1 second is not even noticeable, right, to humans.
Yeah.
But
Because we're using the tool, that's why at least we can see the what's going. Yeah.
uh, at a time, all logs you will see,
Hmm.
right? At a time, you will see all the logs. So this is how, right? Then attach request will be there. Okay. So of course, nowadays all mobiles are VoLT mobiles. Generally, we should have checked, right, what is this mobile, whether it is a data oriented mobile, voice oriented mobile.
Hmm.
Inside the attach request previously, but nowadays, right, almost all mobiles are VoLT mobiles only, right? CS mobiles are reducing. So here attach is very important, right? Attach is for both ESM and EMM. Okay,
Hmm.
and ESM, right? Very important, right? What, see, most of the testers struggle to attach the device. 60 to 70% time goes here on.
Okay.
Daily, 60% time goes here only, because if attach is done,
Mhm.
other test cases will be very, very easy.
Yeah.
It is
But
like a test.
yeah, but why it's means that much struggling? Because it's the simple process, like
Which
means
one?
like the attach.
Coming in.
No, why they are struggling for the means like you said, there's most
That's
of
what,
the.
see, you have to set the configurations, right? If some configuration is wrong, attach will fail. Okay, so there will be a
No,
lot of human errors.
but in this case, see, we are not setting anything parameters like so. I
No,
just
once you are flashing device, right, loading,
mm, mm.
right, this will take the longer time.
No, okay.
This takes the longer time, right?
Mm.
It may leads to a proper loading, right? It is like a flight. Okay, it may take a crash landing or safe landing.
Okay.
Okay, so if
Mm,
it is crashed out, then
mm,
your entire day goes here only. Okay,
yeah.
of course, here you will find the issue. Customer always, our company or customer wants always issues, right?
Mm, mm.
Testing means you have to give some issue.
Yes.
Otherwise, there is no point in testing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just you are running testing and you don't see any issue, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Correct, right?
Yeah.
So you can see, right? So it may crash land, it may land as a crash landing or a successful. Okay, if it is a successful, fine. Then you have to set the parameters or configurations. Any of small parameters gone wrong. Let us take you right. Testers will have multiple SIM cards. Unfortunately, you used a wrong SIM card. Then definitely this will not complete. Right, procedure will not.
Mm,
Correct, no?
yeah. Yes.
So like that, there will be a lot of issues you see.
Mm,
Okay. Got my, that's why
yeah.
attach is a very, very big thing here, right? So attach and bearer establishment. Once attach and bearer establishment is done, then people will be happy for that day.
Mm, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now, right. So, right, attach request is for registration as well as session management where bearer establishment will be done. Bearer establishment, right? Especially this is a default bearer establishment will be done. Okay. Default bearer. Right. Then definitely there is a authentication, there is a security, right? After that, there is a default bearer establishment in the core, right? Default bearer establishment. Then after that, RRC, okay, RRC, then RRC security, RRC security. Then
Mm,
after that, you may see attach complete. Okay, if it is a IMS mobile, right? If it is a IMS mobile, right? This IMS mobile or Vivo LT mobile, this will receive, right, some information here, right? Some timers as well as IP address of IMS. Okay. So then what my mobile do? What my mobile do once it receives the IMS IP address, then it will trigger the IMS registration. Okay.
mm,
IMS registration request, right? 401 unauthorized, 401 unauthorized. Okay. So 401 unauthorized. This is complete your call flow. 401 unauthorized
yeah.
recently. Then this is something called IMS security. Then you will trigger one more IMS registration request. Okay, based on that, then 200. Okay. IMS 200. Okay. Okay, 200. Okay, which means now your mobile is, if this mobile is IMS supported, now your mobile is attached to the LTE plus IMS, so that now it is ready for the right registration is done here. Registration is done here. Most of the times right nowadays all are Vivo LTE devices. In olden days, CS devices and OS, CS and Vivo LT devices, right? But nowadays, right? This anyway, 2G, 3G are going to shut down a nearby future.
Yeah.
Correct or not?
Yeah, correct.
Right. So once this is done, now your mobile is ready for all tests. Right now, you can start the EMO, EMT data, okay, or MV, EMO, EMT voice. I think you know the steps, right, one by one, or
No, bro. Actually, after this call, I'm going through your video that
huh.
IMS call flow. So I will do that deeply. So I can, because most of the into the IMS process. So I have to just keep in mind to step by step properly. So we just
IMS only 4 messages in registration, and this is the
okay.
registration only 4 messages.
Oh, okay.
You can see from mobile side. Okay. Once you
Hmm.
are doing a Vivo LT call, then SIP invite message you may see. Okay.
Hmm.
So this is
Okay.
how attach is done. Okay.
Hmm.
Right. So for example, you wanted to test the data. Okay. So
Yeah.
generally, two things will be there. Some people will start iPerf. Okay.
Yeah.
iPerf, running iPerf, right? Some people may run the iPerf. Okay. Some people may run iPerf. Okay. iPerf test. Some people may start YouTube, right? And we can do right mobile, right? If you on
Yeah,
mobile
or
data.
FTP test like that. Can we do
Ah.
FTP test?
So once you on mobile data on mobile, okay.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
automatically, right? Already mobile is registered. So this is my EPC, I can say. Okay.
Hmm.
Here it is my EPC. Already mobile got registered here, right? With attached processor, right? It is registered.
Yeah.
Now, most of the times, you will be in idle time. Okay. So
Hmm.
because even once registered, right? One registered, then inactivity. User, because of user inactivity timer. Okay. User inactivity timer. Because of user inactivity timer expiry. Right, user inactivity timer expiry, UE will releases the RRC connection release. Okay, so this
Hmm.
will be in a idle mode. So let us take idle mode. Mobile is in idle mode and you are starting a right data card. Let us
Hmm.
take
Hmm.
MO.
Hmm.
This is a test, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Whether mobile is
Hmm.
able to pump the data or not, basic. Followed by right iperf you can run for higher throughputs.
Hmm.
Okay, higher throughput. Okay, for higher throughputs later on you can run iperf, but initially you need to right start with the data call. Okay, so then service request is triggered. Okay, service request is triggered with the data call. Right, service request again here, again, this is a NAS procedure, right? So here it is again a NAS procedure, right? In 4G and 5G, both are same. There is no change in the call procedure. Okay, almost
Hmm.
similar. Okay, almost
Hmm.
similar. So again, right, so all services, even registration, sending SMS, data, voice, everything is a BAS job, right? NAS jobs. Okay, so
Hmm.
whenever you started data call, you go data call. Once you started MO data call, right,
Mm-hmm.
NAS service request will be triggered, but right to NAS, right, again, data means like message should go here. So for that, there is a need for the right connection establishment between this mobile and a base station. So for that, right, the first message we used to say again how stack works, right? NAS, okay, NAS asks the RRC, hey RRC, can you start establishing this connection? Then RRC, what RRC will talk to the Mac, hey Mac, can you please sync with the base station? Then it will sync with the base station. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
then it will reply, I have done my job. Then RRC, right, establishes the connection. Right, once established, right, it get back to the NAS. Okay, so then
Mm-hmm.
this message will go. Okay, this message will, right,
Mm-hmm.
just a minute. Hello,
Yeah. Hello.
Lakshmi. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I got a call actually.
That's fine, fine. If you want, you can take break also because
Yeah,
since
yeah.
you are morning 7 o'clock you are teaching, so
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah.
we
So
can
if
take
you
break.
are,
Uh,
yeah, fine. If you try, then you because I'm free, and if you are free, total, you're free now after this time completely.
no, no, evening also I have, but we can start again
Oh,
3 o'clock.
okay. Sorry, you what? Okay, 3 o'clock, right? So what
Three
is
to five,
time
we
now
can
there?
again proceed further.
Okay, okay, okay. What is time there now?
2:30, half an hour. After half
Okay,
an
fine,
hour,
no problem. We'll start on 3 o'clock. Yeah, that's good.
yeah. Right.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thank you.
Team no minds, you know.